If you have an iPhone 16 Pro, you need to check out these cases from Pitaka. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Ronan and I make product and tech reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at these 3 cases for the iPhone 16 Pro from Pitaka. So if you've been following my channel recently, you might know that I got the iPhone 16 Pro recently enough. And when I ordered it, my friends at Pitaka asked me if I wanted to review some of their brand new iPhone 16 Pro cases. So I've worked with Pitaka a little bit in the past, and I have to say I really like the case design that they use. They have an aramid fiber, which is kind of like a Kevlar type material that they use on the cases, which means that they have this really nice weave that makes them super lightweight and super durable, and they usually look really good. And these are the 3 cases here that Pitaka sent me. So these 2 are actually the same case, but just in different colors. And this one is a slightly different design. So these ones have military grade protective casing, and this one is an ultra slim case. So it's not going to offer the same level of protection, but it's going to be much more kind of lightweight, and it's probably going to be as close as you can get to having no case on your phone without actually having no case on your phone. And then I'm going to put the prices for these cases on screen when I'm talking about each one, and there's going to be a link to each of these cases in the description below. Not an affiliate link or anything like that, just a standard link in case you're interested in checking any of these out or picking any of them up. And previously when I reviewed any cases from Pitaka, they were all kind of this standard carbon fiber looking color, so I'm excited to try these ones that are actually kind of a bit more colorful, just to see what they're like. So I'm going to start with this blue case here and show you guys what it's like, and then we'll try out the other 2. So the box just says pull here to open, so that's what we're going to do. And as soon as you slide that cardboard off, you can see the case right here, and it is really nice. This is a little pull tab here, so we just pull this out, and this is it. There's just some cardboard inside, and that is essentially what the case is like. So it's got a hard back. You can see there's a ring here because it's compatible with MagSafe, so it will work with any of your MagSafe compatible devices. But yeah, it's really nice. It has a cutout for the camera here. There's a button for the power button here. There's a complete cutout to deal with the new camera button that the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 series have. It has a cutout for the charger and speakers on the bottom, and then here it has 3 buttons. So you've got your volume rockers and your action button, and these are all sealed buttons, so there's no dust or dirt or anything getting through those. Those are completely sealed, which is really nice to see. There's a kind of like, I'm not sure what this material on the inside is. It's kind of soft, and it's kind of like a felt type material. Very, very lightweight, very smooth, and that'll just keep the back of the phone not kind of safe from scratches. And the sides of the case here feel a little bit kind of rubbery and pliable, and that just means it makes it easier for you to get the phone in and out of the case. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the phone into the case to see what it's like. So this is what the case looks like on the phone. It fits perfectly, and the only thing I would say is I think I can see a tiny little bit of the titanium frame around the inside of the lip here. It's not much, it's just like a little hint of the titanium around the edge, but otherwise the case fits the phone perfectly. And I really like this blue look. And what's interesting here about this kind of aramid fiber weave is it actually feels really smooth. Like any of the cases that I've had from Pitaka in the past, you could actually feel the weave when you rub your finger over it, where this actually feels almost like the weave is printed onto it. Now you can actually feel the weave, but it's much smoother than any of the previous cases. So it obviously has some kind of protective coating on here, and that could be to do with how they color the weave and that kind of thing. But in terms of durability and protection, straight away you can see that there's a big lip around the camera bump here to keep your lenses nice and safe. And then the buttons on this side are, so we have the action button here and our volume up and our volume down. They're completely sealed. So these buttons actually, there's like a rubberized edge on them so that they push in and out, but they're completely sealed. There's no openings there at all. And then same goes for the power button here. This is completely sealed. So the only areas where the phone's actually exposed are the screen here, so that you can use it. It has to be exposed. And then along the side here where the camera button is, this section has been cut out. It's kind of recessed in to make it kind of nice so that when you're using your camera button, you can kind of slide up and down on it to do like your zoom in and out and all that kind of thing, and the case isn't getting in your way. So that's really nice, but they've completely exposed that so that you have full access to the kind of touch control functions on the camera button. And then the last place that the phone is exposed is at the bottom, at the charge port and the speakers. But otherwise, the phone is completely sealed inside this case. And this blue color that is on this case here is called Moonrise from Pitaka. I have to say, it's a really, really nice looking case, and it's really nice when it's on your phone. Okay, so next up is the second one of those cases. So this is the Sunrise color. So it's the exact same case as what I've just put on the phone, just in a different color. So again, the Sunrise heavy duty case from Pitaka, you just pull down bottom here, and this is lovely. I can tell straight away this case would look really, really nice on the desert titanium iPhone 16 Pro. Again, you just have some information about the case here, and then there's some cardboard on the inside to just keep this section here nice and protected. And again, if we just put this case onto the phone, it is very nice. It is super nice. It fits the phone perfectly, just exactly the same as the Moonrise case. There's like a little sliver of the titanium around the edge, but it's nothing to worry about. And again, the only areas where the phone is exposed is here on the front and at the side where the camera control button is, and then at the bottom where your charge port and your speakers are. Everything else is completely covered. Again, just when I look at this from this angle and I can see the natural titanium poking out here, I can tell straight away this case would look so good with the desert titanium iPhone 16 Pro. And when I have these two cases side by side, first thing that I feel is they're kind of like a summery vibe. I feel like this one maybe more of like a spring summer kind of a case, and this one's more of like an autumn sort of a case, depending on the mood and the kind of vibe you want to go for. If you had two of these, I can kind of swap them out, mix them up as I want to. Yeah, these cases are so nice. And again, it kind of has a rubbery texture to it, and it feels super smooth. And then last but not least, we're going to open up this ultra slim case from Pitaka for the iPhone 16 Pro. So the packaging on this case is different from the other two. It's a little bit more kind of like heavily packed. So there's a little pull tab here on the bottom. We're just going to rip that away. Again, this is all cardboard, so all of this packaging can be recycled. And then this is very tight in here, so I might have to rip this a bit more, and I actually am going to. I was trying not to rip this, but I just could not get this off the main part of the box. Again, this part of the packaging is 100% biodegradable. This top part just lifts away like this, and we have some paperwork here. Yeah, just kind of gives you a bit of information about the case. Then we have the case here. So this is very similar to previous Pitaka cases that I've seen and used, and it is super lightweight. So you can see you have your MagSafe ring here. This is the black and the gray. It's very slim and very light. And on this side we have kind of like a black carbon fiber weave, and you can just feel the weave through kind of rubberized coating, but it feels super nice. And then there's a nice kind of silver plastic edge around the camera bump here. I'm just gonna stick this onto my phone so you can see what it's like. So straight away, this kind of carbon fiber weave looks really good against the natural titanium. And again, all of the buttons on this side are exposed. So your power button here is exposed, your camera control button here is exposed, and then on this side, all three of the buttons. So your action button and your volume up and your volume down keys are also all exposed. But that is essentially what this super lightweight case looks like on the phone, and it is very nice. Just one thing to note with this, the case actually recedes ever so slightly at the bottom and just at the top here as well. So this case offers much less protection than either of these two cases. So as I said from the outset, if you're kind of looking for like a very minimal level of protection on your iPhone, you want to feel like there's no case on your phone, but you don't want to actually have no case on your phone, this is definitely the way to go. I just think this case looks really, really nice. It feels really nice in the hand. That kind of rubberized feel that all three of these cases have makes the phone just a little bit grippier, and it feels like it's just a little bit more secure in your hand than it is when you don't have a phone on, because this phone feels a little slippy when it's in your hand. It's not too bad, but this definitely makes you feel like you have more of a grip on it than you do when you don't have a case on it. Okay, so my initial impressions of these three cases are that I like all three of them a lot. I think all three look really good on the phone. I really like the kind of extra level of protection that these two cases offer when compared with this one, but I do really like the kind of carbon fiber stealthy look that this gives your phone as well. So on the whole, I have to say I would really recommend any of these three cases if a case is something that you're looking for your iPhone. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick look at these three cases from Pitaka. I just want to say thank you again to Pitaka for sending me these three cases. I'm excited to kind of mix and match and use them a little bit more. For now, I'm going to leave this video here, so I hope you've liked it. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.